Hey guys, how you doing? I'm here to talk about some of the allegations that have been thrown at me, mainly by the naysayers and people that don't like the way I run things. Um, as Satanic International Network has gotten increasingly more popular, the naysayers grow and my criticisms become stronger. Well, a lot of my well, not a lot because there's actually really not a lot of them, but some of my naysayers have accused me of selling out, whatever that means. And some of them have said, "Oh, this has become a joke. You're selling T-shirts and medallions and this and that." And I am. And it really comes down to if there's a demand, somebody's got to put forth the supply. If somebody's saying, "Hey, how can I get a shirt?" and I don't got any. Well, hey, why not make shirts? Okay. Same with anything that I sell. Nobody's forcing you. It doesn't make them a sucker. It doesn't make me a sellout. It's kind of like if you were to go and see, say, Gwar, right, at a show and they're selling shirts. Hey, if you like Gwar, you're having a good time, you want to support, the musicians that you enjoy, why not buy a shirt? I got a whole closet full of concert shirts from concerts I went to. Doesn't make you a sellout. I'm sorry, doesn't make you a groupie or a sucker. It doesn't make the band a sellout. It's a supply and demand. You show your support. And another thing people have to consider, I've been doing this for almost 6 years now. Okay, I'm the one that pays for it. Granted, my donations and profits made from the merchandise uh, do go to cover my network expenses. But what goes to cover my time? I would do this for free, but it's nice that I get compensated somehow for my time, which is thousands of hours into the network, creating this for people that like to use it for thousands of people. So I do not feel like I am ripping anybody off. I don't feel like people are suckers. I don't feel like I sold out. I'm the same fucking guy. I'm just making shirts and selling stuff to compensate for my time and the overhead of the network. Which, by the way, I'd not be able to run this network. I would not have the time or the finances to do it if it wasn't through merchandise sales, if it wasn't through donations, if it wasn't through other people's support. And I really thank the people that have. I really do, because this would not be here. I can tell you right now. I can't do it myself, and it would be too overwhelming. So, and a lot of those people stay in the shadows, and you don't know who they are, and that's fine. They're just helping support. It's to address the other thing of sin being a cult of personality. It's not. It's not at all. I mean, you got to remember, a cult of personality means that I make it all about me. It's not about me, but it's not a fucking democracy. I listen to the people whose respect I have for. They've gained that respect through their involvement, through their time, through a growing friendship, for various reasons. But yeah, I try to listen to everybody. But let's face it, you can't make everybody happy. You can't. Any major decision or change, you're going to have people that don't like it. People think they can do it better. They think they know better than you. Regardless of if that is the case, bottom line at the end of the day, since I'm paying for all this shit, I create all this shit, I spend vastly more amount of time on the network than anybody else. At the end of the day, it's up to me. You know, I'm not a dictator, but it's also not a democracy. So people have to realize that. And I have very rarely invited anybody to participate. So, and you can delete yourself, you can leave, you can stop participating. That's fine. I'm not trying to keep you there. If you don't like it there, then fucking go away. Build your own network if you think you can do it better. This is mine, and I'm going to run it to the best of my ability as I see fit. Again, it doesn't make me a dictator or a cult of personality. But what it makes it is not a democracy. And people have to understand that. I'm not keeping anybody here. Very rarely have I invited anybody specifically to participate. So there it is. If you don't like it, basically you can leave. I'm not holding you. And if you don't want to buy a t-shirt, by all means don't. I'm not making anybody buy shit. I'm not making anybody show supports. It is what it is, guys. If you think you can do it better, by all means do so. There's been a few that have tried and all have failed. So, hey, thank you all for your support, and I will see you around.